Truck, how you feeling?
Oh?
Man, I just talked to Chuck for you. He's willing to give you an early look if Michael comes out hot again.
It's whatever the team needs, Coach.
Okay. We can't lose a fourth straight game to these guys. Your number gets called. Knock Michael off his rhythm.
Bad boys. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Situated on the shores of the Detroit River, the beautiful Renaissance Center. Welcome to Auburn Hills, Michigan. Here with Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and sideline reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Mike, on this chilly winter evening, are we witnessing a succession at the Palace?
It certainly seems that way. For a long time, these Pistons beat and bullied Chicago. But the times, they are changing. The Bulls seem to have inherited the throne.
Mike, indeed they have. Everything going Chicago's way. Clark, they've won 8 consecutive games against the Pistons.
And that after getting swept in the Eastern Conference Finals. You better believe they'll be motivated tonight, Kevin.
Tip-off.
Truck, you're up. Come on. All right, it's time for what we talked about. Coach needs you to get out there, play defense, and make Michael work for it.
Coach, I'm going to make him work on both ends.
No. Listen to me. I need you to focus on defense. That's it.
Coach, you know me. I'm going to do whatever you ask of me. But right now, we start winning this game when we make Mike work each edge of the court. And I'm going to do that. I got you.
Get out there.
No problem, Coach.
All right, hustle up. Let's go. Let's go.
And we welcome you back here to the Palace in Auburn Hills. With Joe Dumars dealing with the bad back and having a tough time, Clark, against Michael Jordan. The Pistons trying something different here, bringing Truck in early to give him a turn against the reigning MVP.
And you know, Kevin, to be candid, even before the back troubles, Dumars had struggled against MJ this season. Just 12 points per game on 29% shooting from the floor. Coach hoping Truck can stem the tide.
And we've said it before, but certainly some history between these two teams. Central Division rivals, the Pistons sent the Bulls home 3 years in a row en route to titles in '89 and '90. But with the Bulls championship and last year's playoffs, it seems at last they have the upper hand.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Back to Paxson. Grant with a screen on Thomas. Clock at 4. Here's Cartwright.
Nice contest from Lambeer, making his presence known defensively.
Nice D from Lambeer. And Clark, the Pistons were that great roadblock to the Bulls' title aspirations. It seemed like every year Chicago got a little bit closer.
You're exactly right, Kevin. Each playoff, they pushed the series just a little bit further until finally, last season, they swept the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals, breaking through to win the franchise's first ever NBA title.
And if I'm headed down a dark alley, I'll take Truck by my side. Nobody's going to want any trouble.
Yeah, I agree there, Mike. He doesn't say a lot. He doesn't have to. One look is enough for him to get his message across.
And the Pistons coming off a 1-2 road trip, Mike. Their last game, a loss in Miami, where they shot, 11 free throws to the Heat's 41 free throw attempts.
Yeah, Joe Dumars was the only Pistons starter to get to the line. Meanwhile, everyone from Miami seemed to be living there, so that was the game.
Back to Jordan. To the middle. Pippen, the pass to Paxson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
I've always liked the feel for the game that Scottie Pippen has. He's a dynamic passer, folks.
And a third-round pick back in 1983. Mike Truck got his start on those great Celtics teams.
No better place to learn about winning. 4 straight finals runs from '84 to '87 and 2 NBA titles.
Kicks it out to Grant. Lobs it up for Jordan. Jordan answers back on Truck.
I'll tell you, trying to defend Michael Jordan one-on-one is just about impossible.
Agree with that. Incredibly quick first step he has, and if he doesn't blow by you, he can probably over.
The Bulls leading by 8. Mike leading the league in scoring for the 6th consecutive season, the great Michael Jordan.
Surprise, surprise. A hair under 30 points per game this season, and that's a dip from what he's accustomed to.
Hobson's shot is off.
Well, they looked okay with him taking that shot from mid-range, and he didn't do anything to change their mind.
Right at the free throw line. Count it. Good. Truck's got 6 points.
Truck recognized the defense softening and took advantage.
And Chicago has possession. Pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Shoots from the line. And Jordan coming right back at Truck. And the Bulls, Mike, so explosive offensively.
A great 1-2 punch with Jordan and Pippen. And with Paxson, Hodges, and Armstrong, they surround them with shooters.
What an answer from Truck, taking the challenge against Jordan.
Hard-nosed, rugged stuff from Truck on that finish.
Here is Armstrong. Pass to King. And here's Armstrong. No scoring in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hobson. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. And defensively, the Pistons have been, Mike, as stout as ever. But scoring the ball this season, that has been the challenge.
And their backcourt is normally responsible for the bulk of their scoring, along with Aguirre. But they'll need somebody else to chip in offensively.
Armstrong passes to Hobson. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. To the wing on the left. All alone. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Purdue's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago.
That is why Purdue is out there. Give this squad some energy.
Back to Truck. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And the league leader in rebounding, Clark, Dennis Rodman, averaging 18.5 per game.
Boy, that's a ridiculous stat. I mean, his defensive rebounding rate more than twice what it was his rookie season. I mean, he's literally made a science of it, studying where shots are coming off and how he can get there using his strength and length.
Once again, Truck scoring on Michael.
And wow, I love the way Truck was able to shrug off that contact.
And so far, the Pistons got to be happy, Mike, with what they've been getting from Truck.
He's played Jordan pretty even so far. Definitely holding his own. That's impressive.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Lambeer's checked in for Bedford. Rodman comes in for Salad. Aguirre's checked in. Making things happen for the Pistons. He keyed their comeback effort. He's the reason they are tied to close out the quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're back for the second half of play here in Auburn Hills, Michigan, as the Pistons look to get a win against their rivals, the Chicago Bulls. Here's Jordan. And a close game here, Mike, as we begin the second half.
Well, that's been the story in the previous contest this season between the Bulls and Pistons. Can Detroit follow through down the stretch?
And so it's Truck who brings up the ball for the Pistons. Here's Rodman. Lays it up and banks it in. Rodman's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pistons.
With Rodman, you have to be aware of where he is. Get a body on him, really box him out. Dennis is always looking for an offensive rebound.
Michael Jordan on the wing. He's covered by Truck. No good, and Jordan bothered by Truck's defense on that one. Rodman finds Truck. The rebound by Grant. Chicago trailing here. And now let's send it over to our friend David Aldridge for more.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Bulls are a league best 21-7 on the road, with the Golden State Warriors second best at 17-8. Only 2 teams in the West with a winning road record, as opposed to 4 teams in the East. Back to you.
Interesting information, David. Thank you. Mike, what should we take from that disparity?
I think it speaks to the depth of the Western Conference. A lot harder to secure a road win when you're up against that tougher competition.
And Truck coming right back at Michael Jordan. And Mike, for the season, the Bulls are among the league leaders in assists at almost 28 a game.
They move the ball well, and they had to improve in that area in order to finally overcome the Pistons' defensive scheme, famously known as the Jordan rules.
Pippen, the pass to Carter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got his 4th assist in this one. 2 minutes into the second half of play now.
You know, there's a sense in Detroit that they just don't get as many calls as they did when they were the champions. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's how they feel.
Yeah, rightly or not, they feel they're more scrutinized when they're guarding. And not getting the benefit of the doubt when they draw contact on offense.
So with the ball, there's the pass to Jordan. He kicks to Grant. Pippen against Dumars. 6 to shoot. Back to Grant. Michael Jordan on the wing. Shoots it. Off target. Truck taking up the airspace. Pistons leading by 3. And finished off by Truck.
And in this unexpected matchup to remember, Truck moving ahead of Jordan in scoring.
Chicago calls timeout. Well, you have to like what we're seeing from Truck in this one.
Time to talk it over. They got to put their heads together to figure out how to slow him down.
Maguire's checked in for Thomas. And the Bulls making a change also. Kings checked in for Horace Grant. Paxson against Dumars. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Jordan high post. Oh, Jordan with a poster dunk over Truck. Well, we know he's bounced around, Clark. At times rode the bench, but Truck has always stayed ready.
Yeah, I respect that about how he prepares. A great teammate, a rugged defender. Here late in his career, he's fit in nicely with the bad boy Pistons. Truck is so hard to handle around the rim because he plays with such physicality.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And so he hits both. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Jordan outside. And they double up Jordan. Cartwright, the pass to Jordan. Here's King. Ball's knocked loose. 5 on the clock. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And it's in there. Truck's got the lead up to 7 now for Detroit.
Always looking to contribute. Truck has found ways to do so and is in a really nice flow offensively.
Clark, 11 consecutive All-Star appearances for the terrific Isaiah Thomas.
He's one of the best to ever do it. No question about it. He's never missed being an All-Star in his decorated career.
And the NBA always glad, Clark, to amplify and highlight Black History Month.
Yeah, and I love that, Kevin. Recognizing those who've led the way both in the world of sport, but also socially and culturally. And when you look at luminaries like Bill Russell, Oscar Robertson, Kareem, and others, we've been blessed with those who made their mark in both arenas.
And Detroit again with the bucket.
Nice job from Truck to find his spot in the mid-range.
Bulls trail by 7. Passes to Pippen. Over Aguirre. Pippen can't hit. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Kicks it out to Truck. Tries again. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Rodman. Rodman's got 3 assists now in this one.
They can hold for one shot right now.
Yeah, run some clock and get a good one.
It's Pippen on the wing. Back to Jordan. Lets it go from deep. Jordan missing. Nice defense there by Truck. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in control with the 9-point lead.
39.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter here in Auburn Hills, and these fans rooting on their Pistons to steal a game from the champion Chicago Bulls. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Detroit. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And Thursday, the Pistons hosting the Milwaukee Bucks. Mike handing out free windbreakers to the first 4,000 fans. Pretty nice deal.
And for the fans braving the harsh Michigan winter, enjoy those windbreakers. You might want to layer up a bit with those, just saying.
Purdue with a screen on Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Detroit?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It's kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Chicago making a switch here. Livingston's checked in.
Well, all credit to the Pistons. They're finding ways to score.
And it's not easy in particular against this stifling Chicago defense, but they've been able to generate quality looks.
Jordan is doubled. Here's Livingston. He's guarded by Thomas. Pass to Purdue. Here's Armstrong. And he's good on the three ball. Armstrong's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Truck. Double team on Truck. Back to Thomas. Sally with a screen on Armstrong. 13 feet away. Again, Truck going to Jordan.
Well, we've said the Pistons would need players to step up offensively. And remarkably, it's been Truck who's answered the bell.
Mike, you know that has not been his calling card historically, but he's having himself a night for sure here.
Jordan kicks to Armstrong. Over Thomas. Here's Livingston, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Excellent positioning from Livingston, inflicting major damage on the offensive boards.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. For the Pistons, and Beers checked in for Bedford. Rodman comes in for Sally, and it's Dumars in for Walker. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Cartwright's checked in for Purdue. Grant comes in for Livingston. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Hobson. And it's Paxson in for Armstrong.
And Detroit doing an excellent job slowing down this much-vaunted Chicago offense.
Well, we know and agree that the Pistons' identity is defense. You knew they would try to muck things up and put some sandpaper into the defense, and that's what they've done. Hey, with the way he plays D, everybody loves to have a guy like Truck on their team because he can change games with his effort.
Jordan, the pass to Paxson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Both offenses, I tell you, are cooking with gas right now.
We've got a shootout on our hands. Look out.
And to this point, Mike, Truck's giving MJ the business. He has really played him well.
And no one could have predicted this coming in. Truck's playing arguably the game of his life. Simply making the right play. Truck finds the open man.
And Mike, how about Dennis Rodman? Averaging over 6 offensive rebounds a game this season.
And usually he looks to pass out. The Pistons wouldn't mind him trying to score a little bit more off those rebounds.
Thomas, the dish now to Truck. Puts it up from 17. And Truck with the reply. Not backing down at all from Michael Jordan.
Some light work from Truck, knocking it down.
Cartwright with a screen on Truck. And they double up Jordan. Paxson outside. Grant with a screen on Thomas. Paxson against Thomas. Pippen for 3. Rebound, Detroit. And the clock is on their side right now.
Yeah, I think it's all about using as much time as possible at this point.
Lambeer against Cartwright. Lambeer dishes to Truck. Makes it off the glass. Truck's got 38 points. And for the season, Isaiah Thomas averaging a little over 7 assists a game.
Down quite a bit from his career average, but productive as ever with his scoring.
And when you look at Scottie Pippen's growth to an elite level, I think it's really what's made this Bulls team so unstoppable.
And you pair him with Jordan, most teams simply don't have an answer for the both of them coming at you.
You know, Michael Jordan has led the Bulls to the playoffs every season since he was drafted. That's 7 times in all. But it took time for them to be a serious contender.
And the Pistons had been that obstacle in their path. But last season, the Bulls finally overcame them in convincing fashion.
That should put a stamp on this one.
Great way to close out a victory.
Grant with a screen on Dumars. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Off target with his 3. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Pistons. They lead by 11. And the jam by Truck.
Ferocious finish at the rim by Truck. Love whenever he hammers it down like this.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pops it up for Jordan. The reply from Jordan coming back at Truck.
The ball goes up, and Jordan brings it down. Nothing the defense can do about it.
And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Truck with it. Outside Thomas. Now Truck and the Pistons defending their court here at the Palace. Mike?
What? Yeah. I bet you Grandpa was feeling himself that night, huh?
He was proud, but it's not like he thought he was better than Michael Jordan all of a sudden.
I mean, I hope so. Hey, I love you, Grandpa. I do. You know I love you, but let's be real. We're talking about MJ.
The next time they played, Coach Daly put Truck on MJ to start the game. Jordan had about 15 points in the first 5 minutes.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Gosh.
But, you know, that's what made him great, though, right? I mean, Truck could get the best out of Michael on any given night. But Michael was going to use that as fuel and get the best out of you 9 times out of 10.
99 times out of 100.
Yeah, at this level, anybody could have a great game, son.
But only the greatest get it done every night.
So you have been listening.
Of course. Kind of hard not to. I mean, you told the story like 500 times, Pop. Kind of hard to miss the point.
You're going to get old, too. I hope you remember that.
Nah, I'm not getting old.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Now look at my knees.
I'm not getting old. We'll be just like this forever.
Let's circle back on that one, kid.
Love you, Pop.
I love you, too.